Welcome to your custom deep dive. Today we are pulling from uh, three incredibly revealing splash tech reports that came out this week. They're all tracking this sudden explosion of artificial intelligence in the maritime industry.
Yeah, it's been a really wild week for maritime tech news, honestly.
It really has. So, okay, let's unpack this because the story here, it isn't about, you know, sci-fi robot ships suddenly conquering the global supply chain.
Right.
It's really about this very human struggle between information overload and, well, trust.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to understand this sudden rush toward AI, you really have to look at the daily friction on a modern ship. Because the real bottleneck today, it isn't satellite internet bandwidth anymore.
Right.
It's bureaucracy. It is just pure paperwork.
Yeah, I saw that Duolog survey from the reports, and it is just staggering.
Yeah.
Ship captains are spending like over 50% of their time strictly on administrative work.
Half their day.
Half their day. They are absolutely drowning in compliance documents and manuals and safety procedures.
And, seafarers are actually very mature technology users. Silja Moan at Duolog made a really great point about this. She noted that half of these crews are already experimenting with AI on their own.
Wow, really? Half of them?
Yeah, half. But here's the thing. They don't want a generic chatbot. That's not helpful for them. They desperately need what they call findability.
Findability.
Right. Like they need software that can instantly parse thousands of pages of vetted company procedures to just pull the exact protocol they need for a specific emergency.
But wait, if they need absolute precision, I mean, aren't general AI models notoriously bad at that? We all know they hallucinate all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
So surely shipping companies aren't just blindly rolling out predictive text models to, manage critical safety protocols.
Well, you'd be surprised. What's fascinating here is, according to a recent IMERIS survey, 37% of maritime professionals have actually personally witnessed AI failures on the job.
Are you kidding?
For real.
37%.
Yeah. And Stanford research backs up why this is happening. They found that even specialist AI models, the ones built for specific industries, hallucinate between 17 and 33% of the time.
Jeez. It's like hiring a genius intern with a photographic memory, right? But when they can't remember the exact draft restriction for a specific port, their brain is wired to just confidently hallucinate a critical safety protocol rather than just admit they don't know.
That is the perfect analogy, because the underlying mechanism of these models is just to predict the most likely next word. They're designed to sound confident, not to be factually accurate.
Right.
And in shipping, if a model guesses a cargo classification incorrectly, you aren't just dealing with an embarrassing typo.
No, you're dealing with vessel detentions.
Exactly. Detentions, massive safety hazards, or, entirely voided insurance policies.
So, okay, if the risk of voiding a multi-million-dollar insurance policy is that high, how are regulators stepping in? Like, doesn't the new EU AI Act handle this exact kind of liability?
You would think so, right? Especially given it carries fines of up to 35 million euros.
Yeah.
But at the recent Geneva Dry conference, they did a show of hands and proved almost nobody in the maritime sector had even heard of it.
You're joking. Nobody.
Practically nobody. And on the industry side, I mean, the International Maritime Organization, the IMO, they recently adopted a voluntary MASS code. But, and this is a big but, that code was written specifically for fully autonomous unmanned vessels.
Oh, I see. So it completely misses the everyday back office software that human crews are actually relying on right now.
Completely misses it. The adoption is just vastly outpacing the rulebook.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, which explains why the industry is being forced to build its own safety nets. The Splash Tech reports call it controlled deployment.
Yes, walled gardens.
Right. Instead of letting an AI guess answers based on the entire open internet, classification societies like DNV are building these walled garden AI systems like their rule agent.
And that mechanism, that is the key to solving the hallucination problem. A walled garden restricts the AI's data universe entirely. It can only read the official rules and standards that are explicitly uploaded into its specific database.
And it forces the system to provide an exact audit trail, right?
Yeah.
Like it have to cite the specific paragraph it used to generate the answer.
Exactly. If the answer isn't in those specific PDFs, the system doesn't guess, it just says it doesn't know.
Which completely shifts how we need to view enterprise AI, honestly. The most valuable system isn't the one that claims to know everything.
No, not at all.
It's the one that is mathematically constrained to know its own boundaries.
Perfectly said.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Look, if you're navigating new technology in your own field, The lesson here is that scaling safely isn't about finding a system that knows everything, but finding one that admits when it doesn't know. But, it does leave us with a massive unanswered question to think about. As these verified walled garden AI systems get smarter and they start actively advising ship bridges, what happens the day an AI's mathematically optimized procedure directly contradicts a seasoned captain's gut instinct during a crisis?
Yeah, that's the real question.
When the human overrides the machine in a storm, who holds the ultimate liability? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.